Today is gonna be a lot of fun. And with fun, I mean painful. Because a few videos ago, we played Tank Only China, and it was actually a real good challenge. But for some of you, that wasn't enough. So today we're going to play Tank Only Manchuria. And because I want to spice things up, we're gonna use medium tanks. Yeah, gonna be fun. But anyways, Iron Man, historical, and go. So, research-wise, this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna start with the truck, which takes around 107 days. It gives us the motorized unit, and we need that. And next we research the tank, which takes around 190. And why do we have to time it like that? Because the tank gives us a tank division, which we will need. And if we don't have the truck before that, we will get horses instead of motorized units. And if you know my tank only challenges, I only allow myself motorized, mechanized, and tanks. So I can't use them. And yes, I will change the division later, because we will get a light tank division. But there's a trick behind it. And it's easy to show it later than to talk about it now. So I'm gonna show it later. Focus tree wise, we actually have a very hard choice here. Because over here, we will get more industry. But over here, we get armor research. So we get tanks earlier. But you know what? I still feel like the industry in the research slot is way more important right now. So I'm gonna go down this side. And yes, I did do test runs for this, but kind of unconclusive. Like sometimes I won, sometimes I didn't. So I have a set plan what I want to do, but there's still a lot of wiggle room in between. So if I'm not sure what I'm doing, it's because of that. But anyways, division-wise, we have to delete everything. They're not tank divisions, and I will not forget to delete them this time. And at the same time, I will set my garrison to no garrison. Because yeah, we garrison with tanks. Gonna be fun. Oh yeah, we can actually build a few factories. So yeah, let's build mills. I wanted to do it later, but apparently we have one civvy. I'll take it. It's not a lot, but oh, it's gone now. Sad. But yeah, we're gonna build mills. We will need so many mills. Tanks are very expensive. And you might see why this challenge might be hard. So the first focus is done, letting us pacify our own regions, because we have a small bandit problem, which kind of destroy our infrastructure. So you know what? I can't recruit them later. I'm not allowed to use horses, so I'm gonna just get rid of them now with the guns I got from the divisions. And right after that, we're gonna take the trade delegation. So with trade delegation done, let's go down assertiveness, giving us a very nice industry boost, because more autonomy means more industry for us. And yeah, I know I could have made it easy on myself. I could have gone down obedience and get just a free game with Japan, but that is boring. So we gotta go down to two-front war. Yeah, I know, fun, but I think it wouldn't be a true Manchu game without becoming independent. At the same time, I also switched to free trade for amazing bonuses. The factory output here, the research speed, amazing. And best of all, we don't have any resources to give anyways. We have barely any resources in our nation right now, so we don't even lose anything. And before you complain, there is no political advices I could take. They are all really good maybe later, but definitely not now. And I would love to get a chief of army, but we don't have enough command power. Yeah, that's actually the main reason why we need more war support. So once again, this is gonna be a good focus. The truck is done, giving us the motorized division. And because we will need the radio power tank division, let's go down engineering next. And because sometimes you ask me for MIOs, here you see motorized. And because you might not know, with shift left click, you can queue those trades up. It's pretty useful. You do it at the beginning of the game, and then you never think about it again. And yes, I will show you tanks later, but for that I need my tank MIO. Speaking of which, our tank is done. I mean, not our real tank. I'm not gonna do an interwar tank only challenge. No. I saw it in the comments too. No. But what we can do is research the engine next. Assertiveness is done, giving us a high level of independence, which is very good. So let's rush down the research slot next. Expand the textile industry. 2 cities and more building slots. Very good. And look at that, we got more mills. I'm gonna definitely use them to build trucks and later on artillery, because I can use support artillery. I can't use it in a division, of course, and that would be horrible for a tank division. But support companies, totally allowed. So let's build some of that. Electrical mechanical engineering is done. So let's get the radio. Very good for tanks. And because we finally have enough command power, let's get the army offense expert, giving us 0.3 daily arm experience. And for the future, also very good, division attack. Yeah, we need a lot of arm experience. 30 is not enough. Not even close. I'm gonna say for a nation that doesn't even know at the start of the game what a train is, it is kind of hard to get tank doctrines, like logically. It kind of reminds me, I have to research trains. That was not a joke. So we finally got our third research slot, which is very good. And I would say for now, we stop over here and get ourselves the tank research bonus. And also very important, the tank MIO, because currently we have no tank MIOs. And over here, we get a very good one. So let's get 2 free civilian factories, which are also very nice. And at the same time, befriend the Soviets, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And on top of that, research the trade. train. And because I can't get partial mobilization yet, we're missing around 3 war support, I'm gonna get myself the military theorist, making it 10% cheaper to get land doctrines. We will need it. On the side, I'm also gonna start to research our medium tank. It's still very much ahead of time, but we will need him ahead of time. So let's get him now. Foreign investors is done. And you know what? Getting this tank faster than I thought we would. Only 280 days left. That is actually not that long from now on. Getting down here right now is not that useful. So getting that research bonus is less of a priority now. I'm just gonna get down here now and gonna get myself the extra mill factories to build the tank, because that is actually gonna be very useful right now. So let's request control of our railways, giving us infrastructure, and divert machine tooling. Very good decision. Infrastructure starts to be very useful because we actually have 4 cities now building mills. Very cool. Because at the beginning of the game, Japan has a lot of focuses to just give you industry. Yeah, I'm not complaining. So we got the train next because we really need it. Let's finally research some industry. We're starting to have some, so we should make it better. In the background, we already got our first doctrine choice. And of course, we're gonna go mobile warfare. Getting that actually quite early. My test runs, I took this advisor way later, and that was bad. At the same time, we have now the honor of being in a faction, and we finished the focus. Now we have a choice. It is a very easy choice, because over here you get army buffs, which are like nice, but like manpower and stuff, we don't need that. On the other hand, on the left, we get a good division, which we can't use, but it gives us artillery for the tank divisions when we dissolve them. And after that, 4 military factories, and a decision to get even more while we're at war. Yeah, this is a no-brainer for us. We need mills. We need them so much. Let's go down there. At the same time, we now have the choice to divert machine tooling, which means we get 1 civ factory after 90 days for 50 political power. That is pretty good. I tend to forget about that all the time because it is at the bottom of the decisions, but try to remind yourself about them. They are very useful. Every civilian factory counts for us. And while we can't build tanks, I'm basically building everything that we need besides tanks, like motorized and artillery. And on the side, because we can do it right now, let's commandeer civilian trains. This way, we lose a little bit of stability, which, you know, it is bad, but we don't have to build trains. So we have more industry for everything else. That is pretty worth. And with our focus tree, we will get a lot of stability anyways. So yeah, it's not that bad. Later on, now it kind of is bad. That is true. And would you look at that? The Japanese-Chinese war just has started, and I have 0 divisions, so we're just not gonna join. We can't just keep Japan on red. Yeah, if you have the level of autonomy we have right now, you don't have to join. It's amazing. The good thing about this is that thanks to the world tension, we have now enough war support to go up to partial mobilization. Let's go. Just need a bit more political power. And don't forget, divert machine tooling. Yeah, I need the political power for this, but I'm very proud that I didn't forget, okay? So I wanted to click it. In the background, we got expand Imperial Guards done, and we can do local arms procurement. Yeah, this focus is just broken, and I really don't mind. We will need it. This kind of doubles the mills we have, and I'm not complaining. And in the background, we got these divisions that I sadly have to delete. I would love to convert them into tanks right now and keep some of the experience, but yeah, we don't have any hardness with them, so can't use them. As always, my rule, 50% hardness or higher, otherwise it doesn't count as a tank division, and those sadly don't count. Goodbye, good divisions. Yeah, that kind of sucks. And because our tank is done very soon, let's research interval artillery so we get some better equipment. I literally forgot about the gun of the tank. So yeah, let's go on that real quick. I did a lot of industry research in the background, and I kind of lost myself in that, so my fault. So we have the arm experience. Let's get motorization drive. An amazing spirit of the army for mobile warfare, because as you see, it just makes customizing tank divisions free, like literally. You just need to type in a division, like over here, we need motorized and we need tanks in a division, because adding that, as you see, costs 25 experience. But because we have those categories already in a division, adding anything is free now. It's pretty good. So for the beginning, I will try to work with 25th divisions. They are not the best, but they're cheap, so we gotta work with them. And just to prove that I use nothing else, only tank divisions. Look, even here, can actually put this to local police force, because we'll get Korea at some point. But anyways, amazing focus is done. We don't need this yet. And the Soviets stopped liking us. Kinda sad. So let's get Japanese settlers for 2 extra cities and some population, which is not that useful. This is not manpower. This is population. So we get like 2% of that. It is not a lot. It's gonna be awkward when we declare war on Japan and we have all the Japanese in the nation. But yeah, tank is done. We are researching a better gun as we speak, and I can go back to industry. I'm gonna start to build this tank for now. It is really not good and uses a small cannon as an armament. Yeah, but it's better than nothing. So let's start to put some medals into it. In the background, let's take more trade trains. And let's also go up to partial mobilization. This is gonna be very useful because the modifiers we got for building mills over here, horrible. Now we should actually build them at a better speed. Not amazing, but better speed. Takes us around 4 months to build 1 mill. So the Japanese have settled. Very good. So let's finally do a mission to the Soviet Union. And with interwar artillery research, let's immediately go down, improve the artillery, and let's upgrade for now the improved small cannon. Bring us up from this to this. Very good. I'm also gonna import some rubber because, yeah, we need a lot of motorized and they are way less efficient now that we have 3 mills. Because if you didn't know, the more mills you use, the worse the lack of resources modifier becomes. So if the artillery of like 5%, which is basically nothing, but with trucks it's already around 20 to 30%. That was pretty bad. But yeah, without further ado, let's get the non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union because I want to have the tank designer. The tank designer is very good. Give it to me now. And would you look at that? We're building our first tank division. And it is a legal one. 55 hardness. In the background, we're also finishing up industry research. Gonna be very helpful. The factory output and the production cap increase is very useful. And researching the next medium tank is not very viable yet. It is 470 days. That is a little bit too much. But after taking this focus, it becomes viable. So let's get down to that. And don't forget the word machine tooling. Purchase tanks is done, which gives us all light tanks. Very cool. Very useless. But most importantly, we can do now hire Soviet tank designers, giving us the amazing armor bonus for researching the next medium tank. And on top of that, the MIO. So better artillery is researched. And now we have the choice between 2 weapons. The more expensive howitzer, which gives us way more soft attack, or the cheaper medium cannon, which gives us 15 less soft attack, which is a lot, but more piercing and more breakthrough. So even though I personally think long term this would be better, I'm gonna go with this one because it costs us less resources, less production costs, and has more breakthrough. You can complain in the comments now, but I'm not gonna play them anyway. I'm sorry. Resource-wise, this tank does start to become very expensive. But yeah, I would say we have an actual medium tank now. Medium tank armament, medium tank chassis, and it is armored. I want to hear no more complaints that I only use light tanks, okay? Not after this challenge. So we got the tank designer, which means we're kind of done over here for now. So let's bolster nationalism. More stability, more war support, and we get a modifier to make more damage against the Japanese. We can also recruit bandits, but you know, those are horses, and I mean, I don't have to say it right. And really look at that. Amazing tank designer. And for those who are interested, here are my traits. Enjoy. So, 244 days for the next medium tank. That sounds viable. Even less with the MIO. So let's do that. Yeah, 240 days. Very good. In the background, I would say we should upgrade our infantry equipment. Not for the infantry equipment itself, but for the modifiers for the other stuff, like motorized and mechanized. And I would say we are starting to get ready. I would like to have around 10 tank divisions, which we are still kind of far off. But slowly but surely, our industry is getting there. Now, just remembered I forgot about support equipment. So maybe I need a bit longer. Yeah, let's research that now. Kind of forgot. And very important, don't forget to add the MIO. And yes, I'm also activating our upgrade. Some of you complained I don't use it. I forget about it. It's way better. I agree. Okay, I use it this time. I hope you're happy. Bolster nationalism is done. Let's finally urge the General Affairs Council, which removes this horrible modifier, and get the decision to prepare to seize Japanese armed depots. This is gonna be very useful. And you want to do this before you hit your command power cap, because you do use command power for that. And it's kind of a waste when you can't generate it anymore. So let's get it. I also got all the spirits done. So if you're interested, I got bold attack for a higher chance to get attack on officers, and maneuver warfare for more speed and coordination. Very good. And would you look at that? Our first tank division is done. It is so cute. So we got support equipment. What I want to get is signal companies, logistics companies, and maintenance. So let's get that. So the council has been purged. We could go independent right now, which I won't for at least 1 more year because I need way more tanks. So you know what? Let's do joint tank development. And because he starts to become useful, let's get the war industrialist, giving us the ability to build mills even faster. Because right now we actually build mills at a very good speed. And yes, we are missing a lot of medium tanks for what I've planned, but not gonna lie. I just want to remind you, we're MANCHUKUO. We don't really have an industry. So yeah, this is a good speed. By the way, I have no idea what the Japanese are doing, but they're losing really hard right now in the north. How? I've never seen this before. What is going on? Why is Japan not winning? What are they doing? It might look like I have to fight China instead of Japan in this one. There's so many troops encircled in the north. So we got this experimental mechanized unit, which is breaking my own rules, but I want to keep the experience this time around. So let's convert it into our armored division and deleting it. And yeah, it did actually keep a lot of its experience. Very good. And because I forgot to do it, let's prepare to seize Japanese armed depots. Just spam this button until you just can't do it anymore. It is very good. Because if you look at execute the plan, we get a lot of rifles, which we don't need, but I guess they're nice. And more importantly, for the first 90 days after we click this, we get a nice attack bonus against Japan. Or at least they get a negative modifier against us. And the more often you click this, the worse this modifier becomes for them. So click this button. Bold play by the Japanese, opening a new front after completely losing this one. But you know what? It seems to work out for them. And that's good. I want Japan to win. I don't want to have a huge Japanese army inside my nation when I declare independence. This is so stupid. Oh my god, they're losing this again. I never had this in any test run, and Japan is just losing the war. Okay, it seems so like they are recovering, but it's so stupid. So while this is going on, I'm gonna get myself this amazing advisor for attack speed and attack against major countries, which Japan is. And on top of that, when you get him as an advisor, you also get him as a general. And he has extra motorized and mechanized attack, because he is a cavalry leader. And he still can become a panzer leader. It's not exclusive. So very good leader for this challenge. And yeah, he also has a lot of attack, by the way, like very good general. In the background, we have researched the new medium tank, so we have the improved medium tank chassis now. So I would say let's upgrade it a bit more and then start producing it. It is a bit more expensive, but not a lot. So actually very good. And because we can do it, let's go war economy. And Japan is trying so hard to get a foothold anywhere, but they're just not winning. I'm starting to feel so bad for them that I'm thinking about just joining this war and dragging them out of this. You know what? I'm gonna pop out a few tank divisions that are not ready yet. I'm just gonna win this for Japan, at least for a little bit, because I also don't want to have them in my nation, right? When I declare independence, this is not gonna be helpful. So we captured a port, very good, meaning we have supply. And so far, I gotta say the tanks perform quite well. I mean, they need supply, right? But every division needs supply. They also need fuel. I just learned that. They stopped winning battles. I'm like, why? And I'm like, ah, yes. Yeah, this is way better. And there you go, a huge part of the Chinese army encircled. Good old encirclements. Very nice. Yeah, it's actually a huge amount of Chinese troops over here. Oh my god. Let's go. You have to say the tank divisions they're not the best, but they are doing a really good job. I'm very happy with them. And I think if that jumpstart, the Japanese should be fine. We just lost 9,000 men in this operation, and the Chinese lost over 100,000 to me. That is a number. But we did lose quite the amount of tanks. So for now, let's chill. But I have to be honest, my plan wasn't to join this war. This was spontaneous because the Japanese just started to lose for some reason. I mean, now they're just winning with no end in sight, because I think I might have destroyed too many Chinese troops. But I want that. I want them deeper in the Chinese land and far away from my border, so I can take over all of this industry while they're not looking. And I just checked, our general nearly as panzer leader and got 2 more skills in attack. Oh my god, that was a good attack. Anyways, while this is going on, I'm just getting all of the research bonuses from the Japanese, because we're not gonna stay friends for long. And I thought, like, while I'm not doing anything and can't really do anything over here too, why not just get aircraft carrier models, you know? You know what? I'm just gonna stop building guns and artillery, because I need so much more tanks and I have way too much of both. I will never use it up in the entire campaign, so yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna add easy maintenance to my tank for more reliability and less production costs. This upgrade makes it cheaper to build a tank, and I just learned about that. I feel so stupid. And because I plan on starting the independence war very soon, let's get army logistics expert. Amazing in China. I wouldn't even say amazing. Necessary in China. Yeah, I'm kind of starting this war late. I thought it would be this late, but yeah. The Japanese started to declare war on the Philippines. You know what? I'm fine. Our last 2 tanks are nearly done, so let's not lose any more time. Independence war. And yeah, it's very late, but we're doing this with medium tanks, okay? And I didn't want to keep them too cheap. I want to use actual medium tanks. So yeah, this took quite a while to build. But if everything goes good now, and my half-finished tanks are actually usable, this should just work. And Japan has also some other problems that I'm, thanks God, not involved in. So, the war is started. This is gonna be fun. Immediately, focus tree-wise, we're gonna go down here, reclaim the empire. We're gaining all the cores on China, because right now we only have Manchuria. After doing this, we actually get all of China's cores. We need that. And now, speed 3, a lot of micro. Most importantly, getting those ports. We need supply hubs, and there is like no supply hubs in this region. Like, jokes aside, the only supply hubs are over here. Yeah, we need need that. At the same time, we can do great underground workshops right now, which gives us 3 new military factories, but makes our infantry equipment way worse. We don't care about our infantry equipment. So yeah, perfect. And on top of that, very important, now don't misclick. Don't shut them down again. You will not get this back. But execute the plan, giving us all infantry equipment and giving Japan a huge negative modifier against us. Let's do it. And the Soviet Union wants me to join a faction. That is so stupid. I would say so far so good. I got the supply ups in Korea, which is very important. And I got the supply ups over here, which is also very important. But I don't want to push too far until I get reclaim the empire. Yeah, like 15 days have passed. That feels like a year. But look, I'm popular. Even the allies want me to join now. All the cool kids want me in their faction now. They will sing legends about my medium tank divisions all around the world. If they have no one in Korea, this would be so... They have no one in Korea. This is so good. Oh my god. Of course, right now there's someone. Can we force attack? Force attack. Come on. Go in. Get him. We got it. We lost so much tanks though. This was not worth it. Okay, no more force attack with those divisions. Oh yeah, we also have to garrison Korea now. That's also very expensive. I actually forgot about that. But I would say, looking at this, successful independence war so far. And there you go. First Japanese encirclement. I mean, after this port, but we don't talk about this port. Reclaim the empire is done. Let's do Imperial Divinity for more stability. Very useful. Also, let's get more fuel, because why are we not importing any fuel? Oh my god, my economy is so bad, I guess. That's why I'm losing so hard right now. Come on, save this tank, please. Yes. Oh, this entire front line is very chaotic. And there you go. Answer expert. Very good. Imperial Divinity is done. Let's get the Imperial University. Extra research slot. At the same time, I'm gonna use all of my tanks to encircle Chinese. It's kind of interesting how I outplay the Chinese versus the Japanese and vice versa. I do kind of encircle them in their respective territory. And goodbye, Chinese units. And right after that, let's do Research and Education Department for another research slot. We might actually be able to do an Air Force at some point. With that focus also done, let's risk it and do Offer Vassalization. This is an event that is kind of pure random. There's no real modifiers. I think it's a bit less likely they say yes if you're at war, which we are. So yeah, but I hope we get some of the warlords over here. Just because I don't like to go over here with tanks. It's very bad terrain. So we gained 2 puppets and one of them is actually Xinjiang. Let's go. And Shaanxi. That is actually very good. That is actually very, very good. Nice encirclements. Yeah, and I would say there were a few very good encirclements, unironically. We even got to the supply hub on the other side of the river. That is huge. Can we get the Chinese tank? That would be huge. Yeah. And once the tank divisions start rolling, they're just so good. I just noticed that Japanese have basically no troops left in China. They are so alone. Total collapse of the Japanese front lines. Beautiful. I gotta say, very slowly but surely I'm pushing forward, but the Chinese are actually becoming a real problem. They're doing like force attacks everywhere, and I feel like I'm losing more tanks that I can produce. It's not good. So I have to say, I am overextending really hard right now, but it's starting to pay out really well. Like, there is less and less Chinese troops at the front line. They have like a very big spearhead over here, but besides that, looks very promising now. The only thing that scares me is when they capitulate my war participation. But it's kind of diluted, because I'm also at war with the Axis. Yeah, I declared the war so late that the Tripartite Pact was already being signed, so yeah. But it doesn't matter. Just have to defeat China, and then Japan, and then Germany. Oh my god. They're not even guarding their supply hubs anymore. Oh, this is good. This is actually good. You know what? Because the Japanese are recovering. That's how long I've been fighting here. I'm gonna join the Allies. I have to be honest, I want to do it without joining a faction, but yeah, my production cannot keep up with all of the losses. Like, if I wouldn't have tanks, this would have been easy. But yeah, no, the attrition and everything, and always being attacked and having a very limited amount of tanks, it is very hard to micro. And looking at the entire Chinese front line just became too much. So I'm just gonna give away this land for now, join the Allies, take a lot of stuff, direct the Allies into this war, and make this a whole lot easier for me. But we got the doctrines done. That's actually really good. Okay, I create a stable front line again, where I have to do minimal work. Oh my god, this challenge is so micro intensive. impressive. But losses-wise, I've lost 250k men, which is way more than I thought I would lose. But I've inflicted 650k on the Japanese, and another 500,000 on the Chinese. Yeah, I still have a very positive KD, but I did lose more men than I wanted to. This is why I retreated, by the way. My tanks were way too thin out and very often attacked. Okay, with slight air support, so I did build myself a little bit of cash. This is wild. I've never seen it perform this fast. Oh my god. Goodbye. Yeah, Air Force does do a lot in this case. Yeah, those are some good pushes now. It's really good. You know what? I decreased the Japanese army so much. I'm just gonna keep this to the allies, and I'm gonna push into China now, because they're actually still very strong. Even though I encircle them a lot, the combined power of all the Chinese nations, still a lot. Even though I have like 3 times the industry, they don't have to build tanks with that. Not that weak. Yep, push going very well so far. Yeah, that's a thing I didn't think about. I can't do a collaboration government anymore now that I'm in the allies, because it's a democratic faction. Okay, I guess I did a spy agency for nothing. I know it has bonuses. We have like way more planning and have way less, and less entrenchment too. But yeah, collaboration government would have been cool. Okay, I don't know why, but out of nowhere, the Japanese are very, very strong. It's 1946. They just had the ultimate comeback. The allies are just ignoring them. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's fun. I don't know. Helping the Japanese was kind of necessary at the time, but I'm scared I made them too strong now, because they're like fully protected over here. Then they have a lot of stuff over here, and it's not a lot of troops, but it is quite a bit of air force. I'm building up my jet force in the background, but that will take some more time before that is ready. But yeah, tank production looks pretty good, and the tanks I'm currently building are advanced medium tank chassis. They're pretty upgraded, and they're very cheap for that. The problem is we still need a lot of them, so I'm kind of chilling for a little bit so I can build up a real army of tanks so I can fight and not just make weird maneuvers where I can attack for like 1 month and then I'm out of tanks. Yeah, but I feel like after we have this, we should be able to attack. So time has passed, and we're pushing again. Communist China, gone. Only the main China missing, and I'm gonna do something risky right now. Hold all of my troops away from the Japanese front, because I ain't pushing that right now. My goal is to go over to Chongqing and kind of take out the main China, and hope that I get most of the Chinese United Front's land. With the industry of them, I want to basically just kick out the Japanese, because with my current industry, I'm kind of stuck. I produce enough to defend, but not offensive wise. It's 1947. It ain't looking good. With area attack, I lose way too much tanks. Oh, adaptable is gonna be amazing for this. So my plan now is to consolidate the supply hub I gained right there, and after I'm done with that, just push into Chongqing. Oh my god, it is over, and Japan has so many points. But jokes aside, I actually think I can take everything. Yo, yeah, would you look at that? I got everything. Very good. Can even take the navy. Nice. So with China out of the way, only Japan left. Only. But jokes aside, this should be way easier now. Like, way easier. But not fighting the Chinese and having the allies help will be amazing. And yes, doing this nearly cost me all of my tank divisions. Yeah. So even though this plan barely worked out, it did work out. That's all I'm saying. The Japanese really started to push right now, so the timing is really good. On top of that, I think I have air supremacy now. Yeah, I have. Good. My reforms are paying out. And yeah, you might have started to notice this symbol over here. I'm starting to get into the nuclear age. Oh my god. Landing in Japan ain't gonna be fun. They have so many troops. But China is easy now. It's actually very good. And encirclements, let's go. Free Hong Kong, brothers. Come on. We got it. And I think that's only 1 port left for the Japanese. That is not good for them. Especially when a port is encircled now. Goodbye, last port. Yeah, that's kind of easy now. They have no supply. I mean, they still have some supply because they are AI, but not enough to sustain this army. Wait, the allies are actually doing something in the East Indies? Wow. Oh, finally some naval landings. My god, the Japanese hold this for years now. And of course, to wait until I'm done in China. Screw you, allies. Screw you. But would you look at that? We got a nuclear reactor. Man, but having an industry for once feels so good. I had 0 civs the entire game. Oh my god. This feels so good. And there we go. First subject integrated. Now I have to delete a lot of troops. Be gone, non-tank divisions. Now let's start a land lease to our next subject. I think that should be enough. And you know what? Let's build modern tanks. Looking pretty good and very fast. I think if you can land those in Japan, we have won. Unironically, we've basically won. And I'm also gonna build anti-air and rocket artillery tanks. I know they're a bit overkill, but I want to have fun with them. So let's do it. Okay, I just wanted to edit my current template to add some modern tanks, where the game kindly let me know that a template with this name already existed. So I'm opening decommissioned templates, and oh my god, has the AI built many? What was going on there, bro? Anyways, I'm gonna add the anti-air and artillery. Maybe also some modern tanks. We don't have enough yet, but very soon we should. I'm also preparing a naval invasion over here because I'm optimistic. And finally, we can integrate our last subject. All evasions gone. Also the hidden ones. Be gone. I don't need you. Goodbye. And this allows us to finally claim the mandate of heaven, removing low legitimacy and renaming us to the Chinese Empire. Very good. And yeah, I saw Tibet, but I can't justify on them. I'm in the allies and they don't like fun. And yeah, I tried to subjugate them earlier. They said no, and I lost the war goal over time. So yeah, you're safe for now, Tibet. You're safe for now. I know I'm just a stinky content creator, but if I had one wish paradox, would we get auto trade? Because I spent so much time in the trade menu just reducing or increasing what I buy, and it's so annoying. So annoying after a while. Oh my god. But on the good side, in the background, we've finally become the Chinese Empire. And I gotta say, I like this golden, orange, yellow. It's a very cool color. And we look very sick now. Nice. Okay, we are thinning out their air force pretty fast. They already lost like 300 airplanes and I can't replace them. Even though I'm losing more, I'm kind of winning because I have way more production than them. So yeah, we might be able to click the fun button very soon. Cool. Oh, very soon. Oh my god. The Japanese have lost so many planes. What? Okay, we can click the fun button. Let's go. Where's my unconditional surrender? I guess I have to control this island over here. Yeah, I didn't read that. Not the only one with nukes, I guess. Anyways, can we do a naval invasion? Yeah, the Japanese have no air force left. And at the same time, I'm also bombing the airport, so it's really not looking good for them. They're getting just nuked now by the Americans. This is so good. Oh my god, actually a naval landing. Look at that. And I got a port. That is crazy. Okay, cease all other operations. Alert, alert. We have landed in the land. This is wild. Oh my god, my tanks are deleting them. Okay, I would say I just lean back and watch how my armies win. That sounds good. Why? Why? I guess we have way less time than I thought now, because the Soviet Union declared war on me. Very cool. And you know, they did this while still fighting the Germans. Why? What is going on? And Japan has capitulated. Very good. Let me just take all of the land I deserve, which is all of the land. So I got southern Japan, all of the Chinese land, and parts of the Navy. Not a lot. I don't know why the American had so much to say in here. This land was very expensive to take, but I think there's a Japanese focus, so I guess that makes sense. Anyways, I gotta go to my homeland now because apparently I'm at war with the Soviet Union now. Great. This world is literally wild because everyone is at war with everyone. It's just so stupid. The Soviet Union really didn't need to declare this war. This does nothing for them. They just did that out of spite. I thought you were my friend, Soviet Union. Yeah, I'm just shredding through them. I still don't get why they declared this war and how. And because I want to help the allies a bit, Germany, good luck. The allies kicked me from the faction. That is not good. It's so bad. And they let me back in. Wow. Thank you, allies. Amazing. Yeah, I would say frontline stabilized. That's fine. And we're back in the allies. Yeah, got kicked again. Finally, Mongolia is gone. Maybe worth a push. Oh, allies actually doing something. That is wild. If Germany falls, it will be so good. On the other hand, the Soviets will get a lot of land back. But I have such a crazy tank production now that I can actually fill a big tank army. So I'm pushing in Siberia. Look at that tank production. And yeah, most of these tanks missing are actual new tanks. Pretty good. And yes, they're only modern tanks now. There are no more medium tanks. It is 1952. They're only modern tanks. Guess who's in Berlin? The Chinese. This is so stupid. I didn't even plan on fighting the Axis today. I just wanted to win in China and that's it. And now I'm in Berlin. Oh my god. And yeah, I'm allowed back into the Allies. Yippee. That time of the year. Very good. It's because the British want troops to occupy. And that is a nice encirclement. And very fast gone. Oh my god, finally. One of the wars are over. Man, I only have enough points to take Romanian ships. And the Bulgarian ones. Yay. Yeah, but I can't do anything else. Yeah, I would say with Germany on our side now, this is pretty easy. Fighting Russia on this side is way easier than this side, I gotta say. Oh my god. Siberia and tank divisions is just not a good combination. But you know what? Let's liberate Poland. And as I was doing that, I got kicked from affection again. Let's go. Thank you, allies. Improve relations. But you know what? Getting kicked out of the allies has its upsides. I gotta walk all on Tibet. Let's go. And it joined the common turn. That's good. Imagine I would have joined the allies. I would have been so screwed. Goodbye, Tibet. Welcome back to the allies. This is so stupid. And once again, the British. Could I have some troops, please? Sure, have 1 million. I have 18 million anyways. Just keep me in the allies long enough so I can defeat the Soviets, please. Thank you. Because when my tanks are allowed to perform with Air Force, they are amazing. You might notice that that spearhead over here goes hand in hand with my attack line. You can guess why. Deep snow is so much fun. Look at that speed. Yippee. Someone nuked Moscow. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Just seeing everyone up here with the most modern equipment. And then I see here, Italy using camels. I have nothing to say to this. I'm proud, Italy. Soviet Union capitulated? Let's go.
One eternity later.
And the war has ended. I took myself a good chunk out of Russia, restoring the real Chinese Empire. And yeah, I could have taken way more. But then the borders would have looked horrible. But what I did is build my Silk Road. And I totally didn't do that to secure my future fuel needs. No, this is all about liberation. I promise. So, is take-only Manchuria possible? Yes. Should you do it? No. Don't do it. It's horrible. Anyways, my patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.